get her to Tommy's.
The character itself, his name is Metal. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Attair Plays Death Stranding 2. Yay! Oh, here's some more porters. Can I, how do I cheer?
Hey, mine's heavier.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, so let's go on this ship here.
Disengaging weapons restriction.
Well, this video is going to be longer. I'm going to make this one a 2-hour one because today's my birthday, so I know and enjoy it. I got off work. I'm on vacation now for 10 days. I bought some beer for today. Probably make some hamburgers later. Yeah. Remember rain.
When she's outside, Rainie's constantly surrounded by timefall. But within a 1.5 meter radius of her body, a different kind of precipitation is observed. We call it core fall. Anything it touches is restored to an earlier state. In other words, it has the power to heal and repair, to counteract timefall's effects. Sadly, people only see the timefall, and not the remarkable woman standing in the eye of the storm. Still no signs of growth?
I should be due any day now. If things were normal, that is. But the baby's still stuck at 7 months.
She has still baby syndrome. Have you ever heard of it?
I met a few preppers in Mexico that had something like that.
They're not isolated cases. It seems to be happening everywhere. Though who knows if it's a syndrome or a symptom of something else.
Simply put, the fetus stops growing at about 7 months. To be clear, it doesn't die, but it no longer moves, as if it's frozen in time. Several treatments, including C-sections, have been attempted. Unfortunately, removal from the womb invariably results in death. And while not all pregnancies are affected, it's yet another contributing factor to the already low birth rate. The Genetic Diversity Conservation Initiative just isn't enough to compensate.
You got any idea what's causing it?
There's speculation that it's due to an imbalance in the beach itself. I'm sure it's been explained to you before that countless individual beaches exist, a multiverse of beaches, so to speak, and that they are all governed by an upper beach on a higher plane. Expansion of the chiral network to cover the whole UCA may have inadvertently disrupted the link to that beach. Or so they think.
DB units were also 7-month-old fetuses. So it's not hard to believe that the beach might very well influence the unborn.
While I can offer you no concrete answer, I can state that the plan to extend the chiral network into the Australian continent, to take it worldwide, is also intended to help restore balance to the aforementioned upper beach. And in doing so, it is possible that we may resolve the issue of still baby syndrome.
Unfortunately, no nearby facilities have the capacity to prepare the cargo. So it's going to be a long-distance delivery from Westport Knot instead. Moreover, this request requires you to transport a large quantity of cargo. Careful consideration will need to be given to your route and your means of traversing it. You'll also need to think about what equipment you might need. Only then should you commit to a plan of action. Access the delivery terminal at Westport Knot to pick up this main order. Oh, and the PHB Magellan can take you there, if need be. Just open your ring terminal and select chart course to request transport.
Okay. So I guess,
Please select a destination.
I'm pretty good at figuring out. That's okay, so right here. Kangaroo is feeling better. Alright. Let's check on Lou. Oh, god dang it.
That's right, just sleep.
Hey. Why is... Ha, okay. Alright, let's do this. Last night was decent. Let's see if he says anything.
It's important to remember that defeating BTs isn't the same as eliminating a threat once and for all. These entities are simply being driven back to the world of the dead for the time being.
Okay, well, I guess that makes sense. Alright, let's go. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Why is he seeing this kind of stuff?
It seemed like a child.
You know, I haven't finished watching, oh dang it, what's this guy in? That zombie series, Walking Dead. I haven't finished that.
I will always support you.
Let's see. Let's. Wow, that's almost gone, so. I don't really.
Thank you for your cooperation. All contributions are welcome.
Alright, so. Alright. This order involves a very large amount of cargo. Use a vehicle, pickup, off-roader, or a floating carrier to...
Sam, it's Charlie. I'm pleased to inform you that you can now use the map on your ring terminal to check the weather forecast. We utilize information provided by Rainey, as well as local historical data to make predictions. Take them into consideration when plotting your routes.
Okay. Well, here's a mine. Holy crap. That is a lot. I need some boots. Where are you, boots? Oh. Test should put on. Alright. I only have 30 of those.
Vehicle ready. Please try to Order accepted. Thank you.
That is a freaking long Alright. So I don't...
Sam, Tarman here. A short while ago, the tar currents became incredibly unstable. It's gotten so bad that the DHV Magellan can't travel safely. We're still looking into what might have caused this, and we'll be in touch the second we know more.
Okay. So I know I said, I might, just do the traveling on myself. But I think recording the travel is kind of interesting, especially oh, look, there's a bridge right there. Someone in their house. This thing is not very great. I mean, is there a way to get... Gonna have to... Jesus, it's way over here. How am I gonna have to go up somewhere? And where am I? Oh. Where am I? Where am I? Alright, there. Alright, so I'm gonna have to... Thank you.
This one's for you.
Yeah, my manager was a little bit more talkative towards me today. Yeah, she, I don't know. I think I might have a little bit of a crush on her. She's a young one. How do I shut off those, see, maybe I should. I don't know. Probably should continue this way. Oh crap, sorry. It's supposed to be hot here next week. It's going to be a hot one. Oh. There's a... Oh. Why am I... Can I get out and pat these guys?
Thanks for the help.
The iconic kangaroo is a marsupial native to the Australian continent. Found all throughout Australia, this animal is capable of hopping at speeds in excess of 60 kilometers an hour. Vehicular accidents involving kangaroos have been recorded in the past. Please keep this in mind when driving. The animal shelter provides care for vulnerable and isolated creatures. Should you encounter such a specimen, please secure and deliver them to the shelter facility or any other nearby facility. Your assistance with this matter is greatly appreciated.
Yeah, I'm going very slowly. I do not want to run over these kangaroos. Oh, dang it.
You know, I've been thinking about what happened to Lou. Fragile holds herself personally responsible for those tragic events. If Higgs was indeed behind the attack, I can understand why she feels that way. Why she blames herself for setting everything in motion. She's resolved not to let any of it show. Bottle it up and put on a brave face. She didn't used to smoke before, did she? I suspect it's a form of self-punishment she's adopted. Vengeance gives rise to a cycle of violence, and Higgs wouldn't have it any other way. But she's committed to helping you complete this journey, together with you, to get you back on your feet. And if she believes she has to bury her emotions and play the part of a hard-nosed commander to do that, she will. That's what I think, anyway. I'm sure you can understand her position.
Alright, so I'm trying to get down there. What the heck was that? I don't want it. I'm not looking for wild animals. I'll just try not to hit them. I haven't needed to make much stuff. Oh, hey. I guess that was a rock. I would have to say this thing isn't as good as the motorcycle. There we go. Well, that was a big one.
Okay, we still have further now.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal. Process your orders and requests.
Wait, are you Sam? Then does that mean you carried this hefty delivery all the way from West Fort Knott? Way to make an entrance. We welcome you with open arms. Now let's get this cargo of yours processed.
Didn't carry it, I rode over.
Amazing. You handled this delivery with utmost care. Great work. I hope you'll continue to support us in the days ahead. All right. Can you connect your Cupid to our facility?
Now displaying your current order grade.
And now we're finally connected to the chiral network. This should make our job so much easier. And to make your job easier, I've gone ahead and shared data for a suit I think you'll love. Oh, right. I also wanted to give you this as thanks.
Whoa! Oh, it's a thrown weapon. Right on.
Introducing the Blood Boomerang. Throw it properly and it'll come right back to your hand. It's a reusable weapon in that regard. Folds up nicely too, so it's quite easy to carry. You'll find it's especially effective against BTs, so give it a try against the next one you meet. With the aid of your network, we should also be able to develop stronger measures to defend against belligerents, which we need since the brigands out west have rapidly improved their arsenal in recent days. Honestly, you couldn't have gotten here at a better time. Thanks be to you, we'll finally be able to focus on our research. As the chiral network has expanded, we're seeing more and more anomalies outside of the bounds of its coverage. This has led the brigands to conclude that the network itself is responsible for the worsening state of the world, which is why they're opposed to its expansion. But it's not like we can sit back and do nothing. If we don't try to improve things, humanity's doomed to go extinct. After I moved to Australia, the locals learned me all the ins and outs of the boomerang. I then designed a new type that's effective against BTs as well. You infuse it with Doom's blood before throwing it. The bigger the charge, the greater the potency. Naturally, most people would have to rely on blood bags sourced from donors, but since you have Doom's, you can also use your own blood on the spot. Unlike traditional firearms, it hardly makes noise. If your enemies don't actually see you throw it, they'll have a hard time finding you. That said, don't expect it to do too much damage to humans. Not unless you manage to hit them in just the right spot, at least. One day they started sporting a whole lot more weaponry, including grenade launchers with custom tranquilizing gas rounds. Thing is, the brigands don't have a chiral printer at their base as far as we know. So, where'd they get all the new hardware all of a sudden? Kind of worrying, don't you think? At this observatory, we focus on monitoring the behavior of tar currents. There's a patch of BT territory due north of here, and just beyond it is land that's currently being subsumed by tar. There's no telling when the facility will be lost to the tar as well. So it's important that we contribute to the research and development of countermeasures while we can. Incidents of tar current instability have grown more frequent, but we haven't been able to determine much more than that thus far. Thanks to the chiral network, though, we expect we'll be able to improve our instrument accuracy. We appreciate the help. Best of luck to you, Sam. The tar currents are acting up again. Guess it's back to work for me. Let's both keep on keeping on.
That was excellent work, Sam. Thanks to you, the better part of the Western continent has access to our services. Now it's time for you to head north and continue to expand network coverage. It is imperative that you connect all of Australia, stabilizing the environment and eliminating the remaining anomalies. There will be challenges, of course, but I know you have what it takes to overcome them.
Yeah.
I expect more great things from you, in short.
Sam, this is Tom here. We believe that we finally determined the location of whatever's thrown the tar currents into chaos. The chironium levels there are pretty high though, and BTs are almost certain to be present as well. I hate to ask, but would you mind taking a look for us? It's close to your current position. I've sent you the coordinates. We're counting on you, Sam.
Alright. Oh, it's raining.
Take care of yourself.
I mean, should I? Nah, let's just walk. Whoa, whoa. That was a 3.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Shaking pretty bad.
What the heck?
Oh, I turned 43 today. Wait, do I do have some grenades. Actually, I think... no, that's... I like the assault weapon. Take that, Sam. Episode 5, Conflagration. I didn't know I was already at that high. I know this is video 17 or 11. So, BB isn't us. Well,
what in the world is this place?
Last game. That whole thing was kind of confusing. That the baby was Sam and
Where are we?
Oh, this is kind of cool.
The spirits of the dead are close. Heads up, Sam. It's not safe. They're not human. Don't underestimate them.
I don't want a tar cannon. Just go down there. See if I could, Oh, looks like we're gonna have to use a tar cannon. I want to see what that warrior, oh, that's a warrior shotgun. no idea who that guy is.
Wait, are they trying to lay a trap for us? The Odra deck is reacting to something. We should keep an eye on it and proceed with caution.
I'm not too worried because mainly because this is uneasy.
There's too many. You can't handle them all by yourself. But maybe you can split them up. Take them one by one. He's escaped, Sam. Up into that tower. He's too quick. Must have gone up to the roof.
Oh crap. Sorry, boo-boo. Oh, I got 5 minutes. Oh, dang. Alright, I had to start I think he's down.
Say Nirvana? Is he implying this is some sort of realm for the enlightened?
It's a doggy robot.
It's her, isn't it? The girl from before? I have no idea what just happened, but we should probably take her back to the DHV Magellan, huh?
Your current Porter grade.
That was pretty cool. Sorta. Oh, episode 6 already? No way! When I think this is gonna be part 11.
How's it going, Sam? You look better already. That's a relief. While you were recovering, we managed to learn a few things about our mystery girl. When you feel up to it, come to the room next door. Don't push yourself. Take your time.
Okay, well, I am going to the next room. Oh.
Are you sure you're all right, Sam? I did notice that you were tossing and turning in your sleep.
I'm alright. Okay, sorry, buddy.
You're okay. Come on. Careful.
Come on.
Careful.
Come down.
You got it? Thanks.
This is what happens when she has nightmares, it seems.
There are those who connect with the beach during REM sleep, allowing a tremendous amount of chiralium to flow into their bodies.
Hey, is your wrist gonna be okay?
Yeah. We ran some blood and DNA tests on her. And checked her for signs of injury.
As far as we can tell from a medical perspective, her health is in perfect condition. But that doesn't make the crystalloid shell in which we found her any less troubling. Not to mention the tail-like fluid that came pouring out of it. We're still analyzing both. And there's more.
You mean those suckers?
Indeed. But that's not what I'd call them. Much closer to a chiral rash, I would say. You know how chiral allergies can sometimes trigger goosebumps? It's like that, except a fair bit worse. The tar-like secretions can accelerate the passage of time on contact, it seems.
We suspect she has dooms too.
And that when she's levitating, she's experiencing the nightmares common amongst sufferers.
That space or realm she left behind to come here. The fellow we saw called it Nirvana, I believe. But to me, it looked like the land of the dead.
Even so, she's a living human being. And I believe that she was born in that place. After things settled down, I spoke with her for a little. Or tried to. She was still in shock, which made it harder to communicate.
Did she tell you her name?
Doesn't seem like she has one, as far as I could tell. So, I named her myself. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, huh?
What kind of name is that? Let's just wait until tomorrow.
Sam, it's Charlie. We've recently received a report of brigands engaging in suspicious activity to the west. I'm sure you'd like to push on, but I don't think we can afford to ignore this. Please access the DHV Magellan's delivery terminal to undertake this main order.
Alright, so maybe we should take a shower first? I mean, shit. We'd be stinky.
Hi, Sam.
Oh, kitty. Oh wow, they're actually showing him taking a shower? Alright, so let's go to the service. I mean, we just started this this recording, so
Before I forget, Sam, it seems you left some cargo behind outside the Northern Environmental Observatory, where the tar bubbled up before we were whisked away to the other side. You remember all that excitement, yes? Anyway, Tarman was kind enough to collect your cargo for us. It's been placed in your private locker aboard the DHV Magellan.
okay.
Sam, we've received an urgent request from the Northern Environmental Observatory. Brigands to the west of the facility have got their hands on a large stockpile of weapons and have taken it back to their base. This happened shortly after the recent tarfall abated. The surrounding area was littered with a massive quantity of cargo that had been washed up by the tar. The brigands wasted no time gathering up everything they could and hauling it back to their encampment. This included weapons and gear unlike any we've seen before. And now we've begun observing new brigand units in the field. These ones are wearing red, reinforced armor, accented with luminescent light strips. As their unique appearance suggests, they're more resistant to damage. Melee and electrical attacks are especially ineffective against them. These units have clearly been outfitted for close quarters combat, and their sudden deployment is troubling to say the least. Their presence likely indicates that the brigands are gearing up for a raid of some sort. And if we ignore this development, the brigands could use their new toys to attack the observatory. And there's no telling what might happen then. So we need to seize all of them before they have a chance to do so. Moreover, the latest data from the observatory strongly suggests an explosion of some sort occurred just beneath the Earth's surface not long ago. APAS analyzed the shockwave and has concluded that it is consistent with the type produced by ground-penetrating ordnance. This leads us to believe that the cargo the brigands secured may have included powerful explosive material. Directly assaulting the brigands using firearms risks triggering these devices, and we cannot predict how that would affect the region. Any sort of catastrophic explosion may also have an adverse impact on the tar currents. It is therefore critical that you avoid combat and secure the cargo without alerting them if possible. I implore you to take on this main order, Sam. And soon.
Oh. So we can't even use we can't even use weapons, so 18 minutes. I'm not very good at stealth, so this might not be very great.
Let's go. This must be new territory.
Okay, so I don't know how hard that was. They were saying something about you can't melee these guys? Okay, well. That guy didn't know what he was talking about.
Recovered everything then. Great. Let's get it delivered.
I mean, what? I mean, what we should do now is take these guys in and put them in the jail or something. I don't know. Happy birthday to me. I don't know if I'm gonna get a drink. I don't know. It just seemed like a good idea at the time. Oh shoot, I don't have much of that.
Who calls for comfort?
Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna name, well, I'm never gonna have children, but oh. Mine just like out of batteries or something.
He's toppled over.
Just like that, Sam.
Yeah, just like that. Alright. Yeah, traveling all the way from the one place and riding in the to over here kind of took a long, and then recording it kind of took a long time. It's okay. Everybody loves to watch me travel. Damn it.
Did you really go out and steal all that stuff from the brigands? Way to go, Sam. Let me get started on processing your haul. I can't find a single scratch on any of this stuff. You truly are one of a kind.
Yeah, maybe.
You have accomplished so much, done things only you could have done. We want you to have this data as thanks. We've increased your allocation of materials. Our way of saying thanks.
Now displaying your current quarter grade.
The guidepost data we just shared with you is great for making landmarks to prevent people from getting lost, even at night. And when you do place them, you'll find they're useful not only for getting your bearings, but also for creating routes that will facilitate travel for everyone. Aside from that, we've also made it so you can now use your PCC to fabricate bridges up to 80 meters in length. The rivers ahead of you are prone to flooding, so I imagine extra long bridges will be especially handy. Oh, and Sam, there's actually one other thing I wanted to talk about. Call it a little insight into the cargo you recovered on our behalf. It included a device I believe you guys have taken to calling a chiral jammer. These jammers are capable of disrupting the flow of local tar currents. In addition, you also recovered some explosives modded to be able to penetrate the ground and detonate within the tar. This would destabilize the currents over a large area. Needless to say, both these items could have been used to deliver an enormous blow to the chiral network. In other words, we've really dodged a bullet. But what I'd like to know is why this tech wound up in their hands in the first place. Can't chalk it up to pure chance. Honestly, it's almost like those brigands knew in advance that the tar was hiding cargo. We've got to consider the possibility that someone gave them a heads up. Food for thought on the road ahead.
Excellent work, Sam. You'll be happy to hear that tomorrow's regained consciousness. Once you're back on board the DHV Magellan, you should see for yourself.
Order completed. Well done.
You take care of yourself.
No longer on power grid. Oh. Okay, that was cool. I don't even know how that thing got there. Oh, that might have been the... I don't know. I'm thinking too much of it.
Stop it. Someone doesn't like shoes? She won't even touch any normal food. But at least we managed to convince her to take a shower. No, tomorrow. We don't do that.
Seems like a real handful.
She just needs some time to settle. You must be tired, Sam. Get some rest.
Okay. Well, I'll get some rest. You're right on her butt. Sleep till morning.
Sam, it's Charlie. Be advised that we have a new assignment waiting for you. I'll need to brief you on upcoming objectives as well. Access the delivery terminal at the Northern Environmental Observatory to take on this main order.
What? Do I have to?
You slept well, yes? And you'll only need a short break before we can get to work.
Alright, so what? 37 minutes? Actually, it's custom. And what's... Oh, okay, that's... Oh, hey. Here's,
Good morning to you.
Sam, by linking up the various sites farther to the north, you'll eventually be able to establish a connection to Hartman's facility. In short, it's time to tackle the northern part of the continent. Start by bringing the F2 South Distribution Center into the network. Some of the staff there are former residents of Cape Fort Knott who managed to escape the city before it was swallowed up by the tar. In addition to overseeing distribution operations, they also protect the facility from would-be assailants. Unfortunately, local chiral contamination levels are extremely high, leading to disturbing reports of paranormal phenomena near the facility. The cargo you're tasked with delivering should aid staff in dealing with this issue. Accept the main order from this delivery terminal to proceed.
This cargo has been designated Do Not Submerge.
wow, look at all this. Alright.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Better not let me down.
I mean, should we... Let's just drive this bad boy.
You dropped some cargo out.
I guess that's one way to clear that away. I think I see. I know where I'm going. Yeah. This thing is just not very good. I think I was supposed to just walk over there.
Might there be somewhere we can cross more easily?
I just crossed that. I don't know how that was a problem. Yeah, like I said, I might have, was probably meant to walk over there.
We mustn't underestimate the potential risks here.
I don't see no risk there.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Chiral decontamination in progress. No anomalies detected.
Drawbridge, I presume. Yeah, you seem like a genuine article. Welcome. Hope it wasn't too hard to track. I'll just need a moment to check your cargo.
Yeah, I think it's good.
This cargo looks like it's fresh from the fabricator. Impressive work. You have been making a real difference around here. Keep it up, alright? Alright. Go ahead and put us on the chiral network.
Nice. Oh, nice. Oh, that's cool.
Now displaying your current order grade.
So we've been linked up, at last. There's also the necrobiotes you brought us as well. Feels like we finally turned the corner.
For our part, we've shared data for some custom vehicle components, as well as some sturdy combat boots. I'm sure the vehicle parts in particular will come in handy for combat and cargo retrieval. You need all the help you can get, because those armed survivalists waiting for you out east are far more dangerous foes than the brigands. They're a bunch of fools who won't hesitate to kill people, with no shortage of lethal weaponry. Though I'll be damned if I know where they got it. Make sure you're prepared before you head their way. Speaking of which, those combat boots ought to add some serious power to your kicks. You might want to equip a pair if you intend on getting up close and personal.
Oh yeah, I definitely.
They're not something just anyone should be messing with. Their affinity with the dead makes them dangerous. But that's also why we can use them to prevent the dead from attacking us. With that kind of power at our disposal, we can put people's minds at ease. Could solve all kinds of problems, I'm sure. We've uploaded some schematics for pickup off-roader parts. One of them is a heavy machine gun. It automatically acquires and fires at targets in range. It uses MP bullets for added versatility. It's effective not only against human enemies like armed survivalists, but BTs as well.
Oh, nice.
The other part is a sticky cannon. When mounted, it independently scans for cargo in the vehicle's vicinity and collects it. You'll find it makes rounding up dropped cargo easier than ever. And who wouldn't want that? Pickup off-roaders can be equipped with 2 parts like these simultaneously. So choose whatever's best for the situation at hand. Some people have called me that. A while back, we had a situation with this group that went around looting whatever supplies they felt like. And I was the boxing champ who went up against these guys and sent them all packing with nothing but his bare fists. That's the story they tell, but it sure as hell ain't the truth. I didn't charge gallantly into battle and beat the shit out of them. I approached them in peace so we could work it out. I asked why they were stealing from other people, and they said it was because they didn't have the skills to live any other way. So I taught them other ways to survive, trained them a bit. Nothing more than that, really. In the end, all we had to do was talk to each other. They weren't like the other riffraff you find around here. And they're still here. In fact, working in this facility. If anyone around here deserves to be called a hero, it's you, Sam. I mean, you're the one trekking across Australia trying to bring everyone together. Anyway, right now, we're trying to develop equipment tailored to close combat specialists. If we succeed, anyone will be capable of fighting as well as these so-called Golden Fist. Feel free to lend a hand if our project interests you. Thanks again. We're glad to have you in our corner. With your support, we'll be able to do so much more for others. Stay strong and keep doing your thing. We're in this fight together.
Sam, you're the best. Now get yourself back to the DHV Magellan and take a load off. Just so you know, tomorrow's been doing much better. Pay her a visit when you can, okay?
Okay.
Order completed. Well done.
I want to fabricate though. Fabricate combat boots.
Thank you for your cooperation. All contributions are welcome.
Oh, 55 minutes. I mean, how do I fabricate? I forgot how to. Alright guys, I think I'm going to leave it right here. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, tell me happy birthday. Yay, happy birthday to me. Tell me what you thought about this video. Tell me what you thought about the series. Alright, goodbye.